What's up, guys? How are we doing today? Hope y'all are doing wonderful. So, your protests are working. Peaceful protests actually work, and you can keep them peaceful. But that's what we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned. This is going to be fun. So, with all these immigration things that have been going on, all these protests and stuff, they do work. Protesting works, but you can keep it peaceful, and you have every right to peacefully protest. So when it gets all violent and you start getting fights between Gavin Newsom and Donald Trump, where it gets out of hand and it gets violent and it gets, because it's not Trump's fault. Trump didn't make it get violent. Trump didn't make it get violent just because he sent in the National Guard. There's other states that have already said they're sending in the National Guard to begin with, to have it already there for tomorrow when the protests come out. Today is June 13th at the time of this recording, so it'll be tomorrow. But some states like Texas, they've already pre-positioned 5,000 National Guardsmen. I bet you that don't get violent. I bet you that doesn't get anywhere near as violent as Los Angeles did. Florida's not putting up with it. But protesting works. Come protest. But as soon as it gets violent, as soon as you cross that line, hammer down. And that's what Texas and Florida are basically doing. You protest all you want. I agree with that. Protest all you want. But why I say protests are actually working, I'm obviously in the car. I can't pull up the article or read from the article, but there was an article on USA Today that said that protests are actually working, that Trump is kind of working to change his immigration and his mass deportation regulations. And I've been saying this for a long time. I think that they should focus more on the criminal aliens, the illegals that come in here and commit violent crimes. Those are the ones that need to go. I've been saying this for a long time. I think the ones that are actually here for a while and have actually been working and been good citizens, if you will. They're not technically citizens, but the ones that have actually been helping society and helping with, paying taxes and helping actually with the actual economy, I think they should stay, or at least be able to expedite their process of becoming legal citizens. It's those ones that come in and cross the border, sneak across, and bring drugs and human trafficking and drug trafficking and gun trafficking and commit crimes, rape, murder. Those are the ones that need to go and need to go straight out, don't deserve due process. Those are the ones. And Trump's even come out and said, I'm working on this, because some of his advisors or some of these farmers have come to him and, hey, these mass deportations may not be as good as you think they are, because we don't need to, these guys, because some of these farmers, some of these ones that work on farms, some of that help is irreplaceable. If you go and deport their workers, it's going to be hard to find. It's going to be hard to find help to replace those guys. And I've been saying that for a long time. I've said that on multiple videos that I've done. And I've said it that I'm not against immigration. I'm not against immigrants being in our country. I'm against criminals. I'm against those that are affecting my safety and my security and my ability to protect myself and my family. Those are the ones that need to go. Because I work with a bunch of Hispanics. I don't know where they're initially from. I don't know if they're from Mexico or wherever. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're all Mexican. I don't care. And some of them could be there illegally. Again, I don't care. They're not the ones causing the problems. They're working. They work hard. They're doing a good job. They're spending money in our economy. They're paying their taxes. They're doing the right thing. Just because they're here illegally, yeah, that's not a good thing, but they're helping. And if he does deport them, I think they need to be like last on the list, because they're not the ones out. He needs to go for the hardcore gang members, the thugs, the ones that are here causing problems. Those are the ones he needs to go after first. So I don't care what you say. I know there's a lot of other articles that came from USA Today, and I'm sure there's other news stations that do it, but it's all biased nonsense media. So you gotta believe what you believe. But Trump even said it on True Social that he's planning on constructing an order to revamp his deportation regulations and his immigration regulations, and I know some people may not be on board with that, but I am. I'm on board with it. I don't have a problem with immigrants. I mean, I may seem like I do, and that's why I'm not totally on either side. I've had that discussion too. I believe in what I believe in. There's certain gun things that I believe in, that certain gunners that think that 2A is 2A, and if you have any deviation on the 2A, that you're totally anti-2A and you're a maggot. There's certain things I believe on that, but when it comes to immigration, I'm not against it. And Obama and Clinton and all of them have said we are a nation of immigrants. Yes, we are. We are 100% a nation of immigrants, but we're also a nation of laws, and that's the thing that a lot of people forget, is we are a nation of laws. I mean, these people down in California, this was our land. You should just give it back to us. You stole it from us. No, we actually took it. I mean, we took it. Yes, we didn't steal it. We had a battle and we won. So the way, by the laws of war, you want it back, you come and take it. But again, I don't care. That doesn't affect me. I don't live in California. You want it back? Fine, you can have it. California's a joke anyway with their government. You can have it. Take Gavin Newsom with you. Turn it into a whole new country. Cool. Gavin Newsom could be the president of that country. Watch how long that country lasts. Watch how long it takes them before they're begging Trump for help. Right now he's blaming Trump for everything. Let him be a country. Let him be a country for a little bit. See how they like it. See what, let them secede and let them go off and be their thing, and let Gavin Newsom be the president. And then come back and tell me how long they've lasted. Probably none. They'll be begging Trump for help. We need your help. We need assistance. We need some aid. Well, too bad. So I mean, if the way I see it, if Mexico wants it back, they can have it. I live in California. And those that do live in California that are deciding to leave to come to states around California, because I live in a state close to California, not a border state, but close enough that a lot of Californians are coming to this state, and they, as long as they don't turn me into California, we'll be good. As long as they don't turn my state into California, which so far is not, and I don't think my state will let them, because we're one of the better states when it comes to guns and freedoms and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't think the people would allow that to happen. Our government, I don't think, would allow that to happen. And we've got some wokeness in our government too, but like I said, I have different views than most MAGA Republicans. Yeah, I support Donald Trump. He's kept all of his promises. He's the first president probably in a long time that actually does what he says he's going to do. Everybody else is all talk, and Donald Trump's actually doing. And I think that's what's pissing a lot of you off, is they just like to hear it. They don't like to see it. They just like to hear it. Yeah, tell me what I want to hear, but don't show me what you're telling me. Just tell me what you want, what I want to hear, and then that's good enough for me. And the legal immigrants, there's been a big shift in their voting. They've voted to the right. It's been a 40% swing between Democrats to Republicans. And I did a video just earlier today that showed their approval rating on on all voters is down to like 21% approval rating for Democrats. That's horrible. Down to 40 in their own party. Democrats are turning on them. They disapprove of how the Democrats are being ran. It's kind of sad. And Trump's rating is going up. Why do you think that is? Because he does what he says he's going to do. You know, whether you like it or not, whether you like what he's doing or not, at least he's keeping his promises. He's doing what he said he was going to do. Whether you like it or not, whether you like what he's doing or not, or what he talks about, or you think he's whatever you think he is, you think he's Hitler, you think he's a king, you think whatever, at least he's doing what he promised he would do. You name me one other president in recent times that's done what they said they were going to do. Obama said many times. Clinton said it. They all said, "Oh, we're a nation of laws. We're going to crack down on this immigration. We're going to hire a record number of border guards. They've all talked about immigration being a bad thing, or not immigration, but illegal immigrants that are coming in, and they've all said it, all of them. And again, in my other video that I did this morning, every president has done this has talked about this and done deportations and has done for the past half century. That's 50 years, and that was at least 10 or so years ago, which that means leaves 60 years. That's more than a lot of us have been alive. Not all of us, but a lot of us. That's more than a lot of us that are watching have been alive. They've been talking about immigration as being a problem, and the amount of immigration being a problem, and they wanted deportations. They've been talking about this for a long time. But nothing's come of it. And then Donald Trump comes along and he talks about tariffs and talks about the border and talks about the economy, and inflation's down, prices are going down, stock market's going back up, inflation's down. Everything he said he would do, he's doing. Yeah, he may have said on day one, wars will be over, but he's been trying on that. But, you know, he can't just come in there and make people stop fighting each other. He can't do that. He can't just come in and make people. But he's been trying working with them. He's been trying peace talks. He's been trying this. He's been trying that. You know, he's got to get other countries on board as well. But that's apparently these other countries and these rogue judges that push back everything he does, because he's trying everything he does. He gets court orders to stop from these stupid low down the totem pole federal district court judges that have no say over what Trump does, which most of what he's been doing has been within his constitutional right as president. And he's just getting pushed back. All this stuff is big, and he's complying to them and going through appeals court. And most of the appeals he's been putting in have been coming back as he's right. Maybe not all of them, but those that aren't, he's stopping doing. He's not doing those anymore because it's been like this Kilmar Obrego Garcia. The Supreme Court said bring him back for due process. So guess what? They brought him back for due process. He's following the laws. And if he's not, court say, hey, that's against the law, that's not constitutional. He stops and he does it their way. He's been doing that. Everything he's been doing has been by the law. And if not, he's been put in check and he's stopped. He's even complying to rogue judges that aren't following the law. He's complying and he's going through the process. And you all think that no kings, these no kings protests, or would a king do that? Would a king comply to these rogue judges and go through the appeals process? Would a king run his big beautiful bill through Congress and through the Senate? No, he would just, this is law now. I'm the king. I get to say what we do. I get to do it. We're doing it my way. Would a king do that? Would a king make promises to the people that vote for him and keep those promises? Yeah, it may not appeal to everybody. Everybody may not agree, but that doesn't make him a king. Just because we agree, just because some of us agree with it, don't mean all of us agree. Doesn't mean all of us do, and just because some of us don't, doesn't mean all of us don't. But anyway, my eye itches. Allergies. Anyway, that's the video for today. I appreciate you. Do the YouTube stuff down below. Leave comment, subscribe, like. There's other links if you feel like whatever you want to do. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Love you. We'll see you in the next one.